Niaje 254, karibu tu sana. I think you know what time it is. It's time to kick it the only way we know how, the cool kids way. It's time for another episode of
Sports Central. And yes, karibu sana. This is that one show that guarantees your weekly fix of sports action. We're your hosts, Mike Mondo.
And I'm Wanjira Longhour. I hope you're ready to kick back, put your feet up, and get ready for some really dope sports action right now.
Yes, but first, coming up on today's episode.
Well, for one, Test Match 2 with the Hong Kong Rugby team as they vie for a better performance against the Simba 15s.
Plus, we get to hang out with the Kenya Pipeline Volleyball team as they work towards a league top spot finish.
Next stop, destination Laikipia County as we go on over to Nanyuki for some really dope rallying action.
Alrighty then, let's get right into it. First, on the headlines.
Mathare United crowned winners of the KPL Under-20 Championship after edging out Gor Mahia courtesy of a late yet brilliant taken free kick by Alfayo Oyugi in the 92nd minute of the game.
We hope to have this be played as a league, but you know that comes with the cost. And that's why we give special thanks to Sport Pesa for supporting this tournament.
There is talent coming through there, as you can see, good free kick today. And so we want to encourage them, encourage everyone that wants the kids to play, because if the kids play, it's a matter of time.
Team Malka are the kings of this month's EFC Charity Basketball Tournament after winning the finals of the 4th edition held on Saturday the 27th of August. The tournament was held targeting the Malia Children's Home in Machakos County, which was started in 2010 with the eventual aim of assisting the children's home run some income-generating activities and become self-reliant. On to the Super 8 Premier League, where Ajax secured an important 1-0 win against Diguna FC to ensure that they remain on course for the playoffs. Taking a look at the standings, the Eastsiders reigning supreme as Jericho All-Stars, Kayole Asubui and Shaurimoyo Blue, ensuring that TUK find it lonely at the top.
After a hype encounter between Kenya A and the Hong Kong youngsters, you knew there was about to be a serious showdown as the Simba 15s were going to take on the Hong Kong side. And let's just say, both were keen to bring Kompe.
And if the earlier encounter was anything to go by, well, this right here was going to be a mouth-watering treat for the fans who showed up to support the national team.
The stage was set as the KRU grounds hosted the much-awaited test match between the Kenya 15's rugby team and the visiting Hong Kong side, and as is popular with the ground, the fans showed up to support the Simba 15s as well as enjoy an afternoon of energy-packed rugby action. Building on the earlier played Kenya A vs Hong Kong Young Stars match, both sides had made considerable adjustments to have the best foot forward for the fixture. Popularly known as the home of Kenya Harlequins and the fortress for the Kenya 15 side, KRU side did not disappoint as the fans poured in numbers not only to throw their weight behind the national side but also to have a fantastic rugby outing. A good start from Simbas as they drew first blood from Darwin Mukidza's successful penalty kick. The lead was soon stretched to 10-0 after a Joseph Kangede try was successfully converted.
Ball out to Tony Onyango, breaks through the first, the second, stop 5 meters from the try line. Achaya gets the ball out to Kenya. Look like they indeed they are. Try time, good for Kenya.
Man of the match Tony Owor touched down Kenya's second try of the match, being fed with the ball just a few meters off the try line after David Ambunya turned on his turbo on the left side past helpless Hong Kong tackles. Mukidza then added more points to Kenya's basket with a successfully converted penalty to take Kenya 20. Hong Kong put in a last-gasp penalty at the end of the first half, Matt Rossley converting for a 23 halftime score.
This match is only losing one, and now in Mukidza.
At the start of the second half, Kenya pulled 27-3 up after Mukidza successfully converted following fly half Nato Simiyu's try. Mukidza and Simiyu would then combine for a fantastic try, with the winger making his trademark run inches from the touch and kicking to set up the fly half for what could arguably be the try of the match. The impressive Mukidza would then wind up his afternoon in superb fashion, converting his own try after another daunting run, taking Kenya's score to 34-3.
The man who has been imperious on his kicking.
Hong Kong, however, had the final say of the day, landing their first try courtesy of substitute Hugo Styles, with Rossley converting for a full-time score of 34-10, an incredible end to the 2016 season for the Simba 15s. The win will definitely see Kenya rise in the World Rugby rankings, with Hong Kong being placed 22nd, 2 places above the Simbas.
I think the boys wanted this game. They knew there was a lot at stake. There was log position in terms of world rankings at stake, and they played for Kenya. They were very motivated for the game. They worked hard. They learned all the system and they implemented some of it. There's still a lot of hard work to go. In terms of getting the team at the level if they want to play at a higher level.
Oh, the game was fun, totally epic. I think the most hilarious part for us was the MC continuously reminding us of the scores. I kind of felt bad for Hong Kong, but we're Kenyans, so we gotta love our Kenyans.
We've worked so hard on defense. The last 3 weeks we've just been doing defense, and what we know is that attack will win you games, but defense wins you championships. And that's what we've seen, as in the first half when they were carrying ball, they go to a place they didn't have an options of what to do. So by the time we defended, they got tired, we started attacking, and I think that's why we have the results on board.
We just made too many mistakes in crucial times, and Kenya took advantage of that. And good side like that, we can't make those mistakes.
The positives we do take is the blooding of so many youngsters at this fantastic level. So yes, it would have been nice to get a couple of wins, but the fact that we've exposed these young players to international rugby is a massive plus for us.
Really proud of Kenya. Here we come, top 20 World Cup. Fantastic performance.
We're looking at possibly a number 22 slot and in the world. So for us it's very, very important because that then begins to unlock the vote for the World Rugby to be able to give us more funding for our high performance part of the game. So we're very excited that we're able to overcome Hong Kong.
Great atmosphere there, Wanjira. You have to admit, agree with me on this one, you must love the crowds that come through to these events.
I mean, how could I not agree with you, Mike? It's the dopest. Plus another win under their belt.
Yeah.
See, this is why we love the Kenya rugby team. They stay making us look good. Now, we need to take a quick break here at Sports Central, but when we come back, it's going to be with Embakasi Abebe. We popped in for a training session with the Kenya Pipeline volleyball team. Stick around, don't move a muscle. Welcome back, and just in case you're only situating yourself in front of your television now, you're watching Sports Central, the show that guarantees you your weekly fix of sports action.
True that, Wanjira. And of course, still on the fix, the Kenya Pipeline volleyball team has come a long way in setting standards for club volleyball in Kenya.
Oh, superb stuff indeed, Michael. No, but seriously, we loved it so much that we needed to take a trip to one of their training sessions just to see what goes down there. This is what we found.
Esther Wangeshi, right attacker. Right attacker kwa volleyball wanajulikananga ni wale watu wanahitajika kupeana point at immediate, as in ile time crucial sana kwa team.
Sisi kama volleyballers, mostly I talk about volleyballers, ndio tukue maybe at that peak ya kushinda ama kukua pale inahitajika. We always work hard, we train hard. Kusikiza tu mambo kocha anatuambia, kufanya vile anataka. Na through that inatuwezesha kushinda na kufika mahali tunahitajika.
When I joined Kenya Pipeline 2011, we were number 1 in the National League after maybe 4 years without taking the league. In 2012, we lost it to Kenya Prisons. 2013 again, we lost to Kenya Prisons. 2014, we recaptured it. 2015, we recaptured it. So right now, I'm the defending champion of the National League.
Okay, as we can see outside there, when we go for club championship, teams are improving each and every day. So for us, we are also working hard to improve each and every day. For example, maybe our blocks, our attacks, maybe they might be down when we go down there. But we pray that when that time comes, we are training hard. Even we train, but mostly we aim higher. We can't aim for these small leagues around. So we aim higher. When we go there, we hope that through working hard, we will win.
For us to be best club in Africa and everywhere, we have to step up in many things, starting with individual players, and other thing to believe in ourselves. We are very good, but in some point we need to work more extra.
I'm happy that Kenya Pipeline supports volleyball 100%. And when I ask to go around the country looking for players to recruit, they give me that opportunity. And I'm happy that at the end of the national schools that were in Kisumu, I was there. And we made recruitments that will join us next year after doing the examination this year. And me as a person, as a coach, I go a long way to grassroots, start improving the basics at a school, that at the end of their secondary school year, they join my club.
Hiyo Kenya Pipeline kuanzia corporate management, MD, chairman, wako supportive towards us sana. Every time tukiwaambia tunahitaji, they're there to provide. Every time tunawaambia tuna lack something, they're there to provide. So hao ndio wamechangia zaidi sisi kufika hapa.
We have young players who are coming up very well. We are hoping to be the best team in the next 2 years, 3 years. We are really praying for that, and we are working hard about it, and we are really doing good as per team.
So Mike, I don't know if you're aware, but the ladies volleyball team is actually doing so well that they're setting the standard for the game internationally. How about them apples?
You just had to go there, make me feel like I need to be put in my place. Sour. Well, all I'll say is this, man. I feel so good about volleyball. I want to keep watching more of the sport. And of course, those international matches. I just can't wait.
I can't either. You and me both, Mike. In the meantime, though, we're going to head on over to Nanyuki for some serious rally action. Let's see what the drivers are keen to do from Wundanyi. Stick around to find out.
The Kenya National Rally took chases to Lodiaga K Hills near Timau, with focus in the Nanyuki Rally being the much-awaited battle between Flying Finn Tapio Laukkanen against multiple former Safari and Kenya National Rally Championship champion Carl Flash Tundo. The usually silent hills around Lodiaga Lengetia in Naromoru treated the motorsports enthusiasts who turned up in large numbers to enjoy some thrilling rally action as the second half of the 2016 Kenya National Rally Championship gets underway in Laikipia County.
So we're just here, we're just following Need for Speed. We're just coming to see how a rally is going in Kenya, and that's what it is.
I have attended this event for quite some time, and one of my best characters is Tudo himself. That's Tudo the man. He have just done very well. I hope he will be the winner of this event.
After a tough battle with the terrain, wildlife and twists in the circuit, it was the Finnish Tapio Laukkanen emerging the winner of the 2016 KCB Nanyuki Rally following his remarkable performances in the Lodiaga and Lengetia stretches. Laukkanen stretched home ahead of defending champion Jasprit Chate, who finished second, while Carl Flash Tundo made it to the podium finish navigated by Tim Jessop. With Nanyuki done and dusted, focus now shifts to Eldoret, with teams looking forward to improved performances in the standings.
This terrain is always very challenging because it's very narrow. There's lots of tree stumps, hidden rocks, wildlife, very twisty, lots of hills, lots of downhills, so you have lots of overheating of brakes, lots of overheating of the engine going up the hills.
Today's rally was difficult. We had so many problems, but very chuffed to have got in. I think we're on the podium. We had lots of brake failures and sensor problems.
Yeah, so it's always fun and good to have come back into Loldaiga, and being a closed road, we can really commit hard. And it's good stages, very good stages.
Every single is different, starting from the reconnaissance. You have to be smart, try to not miss any of the bad things or stones or whatever. It's just the thing what we keep doing, and after many years of driving, you are just getting better and better.
Wanjira, that right there, that is what we live for.
I couldn't agree more, Mike. Well, right now, we need to take it on over to the TL, because it goes down on the TL. Well, how about YouTube showing some love for our very own Julius Yego, aka the YouTube man. But seriously, massive hongera to Julius Yego. I mean, despite injury, he was still able to finally bring home the Olympic field medal just for us.
Well, Just Arnold also. How are you doing, Baba? You are loving our updated stuff, and of course, we here at Sports Central are glad that you're plugged in.
Hey, and Sharon saying that she looks forward to the show every single week. And what's that? Oh, Mike Mondo. Well, I do concur. A little Mike Mondo never hurt anybody.
Well, Santi Sana Sharon for that one. But hey, do you know what's good? In the spirit of Hull City's brilliant start to the new season, well, we here at Sports Central have something special. We're going to be hooking you up with club jerseys to some of our loyal fans on the TL.
And I like the sound of that. That means that you need to let us know exactly what you do like, what you don't like, what you want to hear, and what you don't want to hear. And if you show us love, you could be one of the lucky winners who's watching the next Hull City game in the Tigers' colors.
So go ahead and do this. Find us on Facebook. The page is Sports Central Kenya. You can also find us on Instagram at Sports Central KE, and also on Twitter at SportsCentral_K. And hey, if you want to catch up on previous episodes, do so on our YouTube channel. And until next time, keep it Sports Central.